Good morning. My name is Juliana B. Tagupa from Grade 11 Resilience. Today, I will be presenting about something that affects all of us every single day, especially as students who are always online. My topic is fake news, specifically disinformation, misinformation, and malinformation. You've probably seen fake news on Facebook, TikTok, or even your family group chats. But did you know that not all fake news is the same? Let's break it down. Here is a quick overview of what we'll cover today. First, I'll share our objectives, what I want you to take away from this. Then, I'll introduce the three types of fake news. And for each one, I'll give a I'll give a real-life Philippine example and a short analysis so we can see how it actually works in the real world. Let's get started. So, what is the goal of this presentation? Simply put, I want all of us to understand what fake news really is and how it affects us. We see it every day, but we don't always recognize it for what it is. The way I'll do that is by explaining the three types: disinformation, misinformation, and malinformation, and showing actual examples that happened right here in the Philippines, with a short analysis of each, just like what I mentioned earlier. By the end of this, I hope you'll think twice before sharing something you see online. Now, before we go into each type, I want to show you this infographic from the Department of National Defense of the Philippines, posted in 2025. As you can see, they identify three types of fake news. First is disinformation. This is false information shared on purpose to deceive people. Next is misinformation. This is false information shared by accident without intending to harm. And lastly, we have malinformation. This is actually true information, but it is used in a harmful or misleading way. The key difference between the three is really just intent, whether the person sharing it meant to deceive, or harm. Let's look at each one more closely. Let's start with disinformation. The definition is false information that is deliberately created to mislead people. This is the most dangerous type because someone intentionally made it up. It is not a mistake, it is a calculated lie. A simple example is a fake article claiming that a celebrity has died, when in reality they are actually alive. Someone made that up on purpose, maybe for clicks, maybe to cause panic. But let me show you a much bigger, more real example from our own country. This is a screenshot from a Reuters report. After former President Rodrigo Duterte was arrested by the ICC in March 2025, social media exploded with posts claiming that Trump offered his support, that massive road-sized crowds rallied for Duterte, and that even local celebrities endorsed him. But the article says it clearly. The only problem is all of it was fake. So this is a textbook cause of disinformation because the intent was deliberate. These posts were coordinated to make Duterte look supported and to make the ICC arrest seem unjust. The motivation was political. to protect Duterte's image and cause doubt on the ICC case. The impact was massive, however, because millions of Filipinos saw these posts and may have believed them. This is why disinformation is so dangerous. It does not just spread lies, it shapes how people think and feel about real events. Now let's move on to the second type, misinformation. This one is different because the person sharing it has no intention to harm. They genuinely believe what they're sharing is true. The only problem is that they just did not check first. The definition of misinformation is false information shared without harmful intent. A relatable example for us students is imagine someone in your class group chat shares the wrong exam schedule they saw online. They were trying to trick anyone, but the problem is they just did not verify it first. And now everyone shows up on the wrong day. That is misinformation. And believe it or not, it happened on a national scale during COVID-19. Here's an actual post that went viral in the Philippines during the pandemic. It is a copy paste share post. You know the type, and almost all of us has already shared something like this, claiming that a Filipino doctor working in China said that ginger, garlic, and hot temperatures could prevent or cure COVID-19. It spread hundreds of accounts, and even I saw it. People genuinely believe it and shared it with good intentions so that they can help their families. But in reality, it was actually false. The WHO debunked it. There was no approved cure, and let's analyze why this is misinformation and not disinformation. The intent of this post is the people sharing it weren't trying to deceive, they thought they were helping. And the cause of misinformation is because of lack of fact checking. Nobody verified if this Filipino doctor was real, and the impact was confusion and false hope. Some people may have relied on ginger tea instead of seeking proper medical help. The lesson here? Even well-meaning shares can cause harm. Always fact check before you share. Now, for the third and most tricky type, malinformation. This one surprises a lot of people because the information is true and it actually happened, but it is being used with the intent to harm or embarrass someone. The definition is true information shared to harm or mislead. A simple example is publishing someone's private messages online just to embarrass them. The messages are real, but sharing them publicly without consent is harmful. Now, here's a very well-known Philippine example. This is a screenshot from Inquirer.net with the headline NBI Duterte's threat video authenticated and unedited. In November 2024, Vice President Sara Duterte held a Facebook live stream where she threatened to have President Marcos, the First Lady, and the House Speaker killed if something happened to her. The NBI later confirmed that the video was 100% real, not edited, not AI generated, or not taken out of context. So, here's the question. If the video is real and true, how is this malinformation? The answer is in how it was used. Both political sides took that authentic video and weaponized it, sharing it selectively, clipping parts out of context, using it in attack campaigns, and spreading it to damage reputations and fuel public outrage. Let's break it down. The intent was harmful use of real information to damage someone's image or political standing. The method of this small information is that the video was leaked, shared virally, and used as a political weapon. The impact was that reputation damage, political crisis, and a very divided public. True information can still destroy someone, especially when it is shared out of context or even used as a weapon. That's what makes malinformation so dangerous and so hard to spot. That wraps up my presentation. To recap, disinformation equals to false information deliberately created to deceive. An example is the Duterte ICC fake post. Misinformation is equivalent to false information shared by accident without fact-checking. An example of it is COVID ginger cure. And lastly, malinformation equivalents to true information weaponized to harm someone. An example was Sara Duterte threat video. The next time you see something on your feed, before you share, like, or react, ask yourself, is this true? Who posted it? And why? In a country where 67% of Filipinos say disinformation is a serious problem, media literacy isn't just a school subject, it is a life skill. That is all, and thank you for listening.